what going on? And the dog's trying to sing.
She is a singer. We're live.
We're
Look at
live.
us. We're so bright and
I
colorful
know.
today.
It's like the weather has worked with us and we have good lighting.
It's almost like we took some self-care yesterday and
I
we're
know.
like happy people.
I know.
And not dragged down by all of life.
I made a shirt.
I went to a Mexican food festival.
I was really jealous.
And and then we ate Chinese food because it was too crowded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like, nope.
Oh.
So it was like the most introverts of all introverts because a boyfriend Jesse went.
Oh, yeah.
A friend Summer went.
Yeah.
And then a Grace went.
You'd like people are the most out of those.
Out of all of the people, I'm the most people. But then I also, at that point, then had the anxiety of having to be the peopler.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, we're at a Mexican food festival. So even more so, it's like,
Yikes.
be the one. You are the chosen one. There can only be one.
I'm actually really glad I sat around in my pajamas sewing and cutting more fabric for future sewing and then spun yarn. And I ended up, it's drying right now. I have 800 yards of a gradient that I spun. It's about finger weight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. But that's the thing. And so we ended up just having Chinese food at our favorite. We're like, let's go do something safe that we know.
Yeah.
In the dim sum place where
You should mute your computer.
Oh, I mean, it's not recording.
No, but when it does start recording.
Oh, mute the actual thing.
Yeah.
Can you
Oh, now I can't hear you at all.
I think it's the output.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
So
it'll stop that, I promise.
We're recording, we're doing a new experiment, which is actually gonna be really good for our self-consciousness while we record. We're doing a new, just for you video people to know this, hopefully the audio for you is good because that's being recorded on one microphone. And then we are recording our sound on our new fancy microphones onto two separate devices.
Yeah.
And until we hear each other, we have swapped microphones. So therefore,
an interesting thing. Yeah.
We think it's going to work really well. But the fun thing about this is I cannot hear myself.
Yeah.
And then Grace cannot hear her, but I hear her in my ears. So therefore,
like I can hear me, but not through the headphones the same way. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is we're not going to be over analyzing our own voice as we talk, which is going to be good.
It's going to make it easier.
It's going to be good.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
So how do we want to do this?
For those random super inside baseball musical lovers out there.
I don't know that one.
No, it's not one that a ton of people know, but Next Normal is amazing. And I actually think I should get it you because you actually would super love it.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do a thing. Okay, so we're about to embark on an adventure in recording.
Yes.
So we're gonna both record separate audio tracks at the same time.
Because neither of our computers, so fun fact, when you record with two microphones that are USB inputs, your computer only reads one USB identifier.
Because it's like everything's the same.
And so it only records one.
We're still working on it. We'll figure it out.
But it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
I remembered at least that much.
But we gotta get a little closer here for the
For the get all up in it.
Get up all in it. Okay.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. Anything else for the video people to announce? I can't think of any. Oh! Should we talk about the tweet that I found now or on the audio?
Let's give it to all of the people.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Because I don't remember fully anything about it. I think I have to look it up real quick.
Yeah. It was the college admission.
No, I remember that. It was just more of like the actual details.
I have to remember to say hello to two people on social media that sent things to us.
Also, just for you video people, I'm going to show you the text of what Grace found yesterday. That's Ensign Darwin, and I need it.
So we're gonna have to make a field trip to go get you that.
I mean,
we gotta do it.
I need it. It's a kit, and so I can have husband Nick, who likes to build shit, make it, and then I'll paint it.
Yep. It's a present for both of you.
And I'll be happy. Okay, where it is tweet, where we tweet too much. We text too much, and so I couldn't find it. Okay. I have it for later.
Got it?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. So how are we just gonna hit 1, 2, 3?
Hit record.
Okay.
And then
record now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Wait, that was not time.
1,
2, 3.
Beautiful.
I hope that was as good for you as it was for us.
Well, the good news is hopefully we picked up each other a little bit in the background at least.
I'm pretty sure we have.
I can sync us. This is where I shine.
This is where you are magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Yes. Welcome to, I forgot where I was for a second. Welcome to episode 184 of There's No Place Like Terra, a Stargate First Watch Rewatch podcast. I am Nixie.
And I'm Grace. And today we are going over SG1 Season 8, Episode 17, The Reckoning Part 2, a.k.a. The Gang Destroys Takara.
a.k.a. Stargate Empire Strikes Back.
Nice. I went with a little bit of an It's Always Sunny style.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of a bummer at the end of this. Spoilers. So I was like,
Spoilers for the show that you better have watched if you're listening to us.
I just didn't want to focus on the sad parts.
Yeah.
I wanted to edit the sad parts, if you will, like a modest mouse song. But that's where I was at. So I was like, let's just focus on the crazy chaos Muppets that are Sam and Selmak.
The Sam and Selmak Roadshow.
And a little bit Ball.
And a little bit every what. Yeah, no, I just as we were watching this, I believe. All the balls.
Just a little bit of balls.
The balls. No, I just embrace, even as we were watching this, you were like, this ends how Empire, this is the feeling you get from Empire.
Yeah, I feel sad now. I feel not good.
Yeah.
Do we have things to report?
Okay, we have one thing, because I saw this was a Friday night.
Yes.
It was Friday night, and we were helping some friends. I was sort of in a lull, so I went to Twitter, which is not a place I'd go overly often, but happened to be at the top of my feed one tweet from Mr. Michael Shanks that he is going to be in the Lifetime film of the Hollywood college scam.
So Hollywood Dad, you think? Or
no, he's playing the dude.
Oh,
he's playing the dude.
Guy.
I'm going through it again. Yeah, he is playing William Rick Singer.
Yes. I'm down for that.
I will watch it. We are totally doing a tangent cast on that when it comes out.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wanted to share two things. One, somebody shared with us who plays the other Jaffa with Isaac Hayes.
Oh, can I tell you? I already had that in my notes.
Good. Then I'm not going to say any more on that. But
the one with the familiar last name?
Yeah.
No,
I will say one other thing that I posted on my personal Twitter. I will reshare on our group one. A picture of an ice cream run that we did very late at night. So it's Florida.
Yeah.
And ice cream places are open very late at night because they're smart.
Because Florida.
So we did a midnight run for Italian ice. And I took pictures of our boys, and someone who followed me on Twitter who happens to be a listener was like, I don't know why, but I pictured Stormy as a big, fluffy, light dog.
Oh, really?
And so, my Dark Lord of all.
Yes.
I'm going to reshare the picture on our shared Twitter because I feel like the whole world should know what those.
Neither one of us have fluffy dogs because even my fluffer butt, her butt is less fluffy than.
I mean, she's pretty fluffy, but she's not like a typical ball.
That's what I mean. She doesn't have the typical. She's a corgi butt.
Yeah.
Like she knows how to work the junk in her trunk.
Oh yeah.
It's not quite as fluffy as many. Yeah. It's not going to float in a pool like that one popular.
Sure. Yeah. My boys are, they're built for being tactical.
They're built for tough,
tactical.
Mm-hmm.
They may both be Navy SEALs.
Although
it would involve
both of them would
in the water.
Fail out of Navy SEAL school.
Only because they refuse to swim.
Probably.
You can't be a SEAL if you don't swim.
I think Drake would swim.
I think Stormy would do really well with stealth missions.
Yes. Now, if Stormy gets a little stressed out of other people in the pool and get way stressed out if Drake went into the pool. However, Stormy's in the house and Auntie Nixie picked Drake up and brought Drake into the pool. Drake would have a grand old goddamn time.
Well, he's just out to have some fun.
Yeah. That
boy's just out to have some fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll reshare that picture. Thank you guys I just like hearing things about my puppos. They ate all of their ice cream and loved on. Drakey tried to jump into the Jeremiah's ice cream.
Okay.
From the drive-through window.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So that was a life.
I find it fun when sometimes we get our pup cups together.
Yes.
And you have two dogs who take the ice cream in one gulp, essentially. And then you have mine, who just slowly eats it over about 5 minutes.
No. These boys are done within like 2 minutes tops. Only I imagine because they're getting brain freeze if they go any faster.
Yeah, I also know a couple dogs who's like, one go.
There it is. It's gone now.
It's gone now.
Who ate my ice cream?
Do yours like the vanilla or the peanut butter?
Oh, we go straight peanutty.
Yep, peanutty for ours too. Okay. Welcome to Life with Dogs.
Yeah.
So the two things to point out before we get into the episode, before I yell out the date loudly.
Oh boy.
I had multiple people point out that I was adding a T into Dakara. Yeah. The notes,
oh, like Jakarta.
I said Jakarta.
You know why? Because of Jakarta, which is a real place.
It is all of my notes didn't have a T, and I just add letters into things.
Sure, yeah.
So I'll try to say it right this time.
Yeah, there's a Kaylee eating my leg. I'm going to try not to giggle.
May not always work. So the thing is I did forget to list out one key guest star last episode. And I thought maybe my head just didn't include it because he's already been in an episode.
Sure.
So I probably covered it there.
Okay.
Because he was in Sacrifices as well. But the reason Aaron,
yes,
looks, played by Jeff, looks so tall and strikingly handsome, and is because his older brother is one Mr. Chris Judge.
The inimitable Chris Judge.
Yes, this is Jeff Judge.
So they're just blessed with great genetics.
Genes are good in that family.
Yes.
Also, Jeff's sister-in-law is Erica Durance.
Wait, I know that name.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to look it up.
She was in an episode of Stargate, and then she was in another show that...
I'm going.
Do you want me to just tell you, or you just want to look it up?
No, I want to look it up.
Okay.
It's more fun this way.
Alrighty.
Her face looks familiar.
Yeah, it does.
Smallville? Supergirl?
Well, who did she play on Smallville?
Oh, Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Right on.
Do you remember the episode now? She did Stargate she was in.
No.
She was crushing hard on Teal.
Oh, yeah.
She was getting some with Teal.
That girl.
Yeah.
That troublemaker lady.
So
I remember her.
The actress is Jeff Judge's sister-in-law, Jeff Judge, the brother of Chris Judge.
Oh, Jeebus.
Yeah.
She was on True Calling. I'm just reading her IMDb page.
Okay.
Now. This will be fun for everybody, I'm sure.
March 4th, 2005.
Yay.
This was written by Mr. Damian Kindler and directed by Mr. DeLuise.
DeLuise. You know, all the good ones are DeLuise now.
I mean, listen.
I feel like he just doesn't get enough credit.
Don't throw shade on like Mr. Martin here.
Sure. It's more about giving Peter DeLuise enough credit.
That's true.
Because anytime you hear DeLuise, you think they're dad, and you just think they're all a bunch of like whatever, like silly guys.
I mean, we have a number.
That's what he's doing.
We have a number of very solid directors, a core group. So previously on Stargate,
yes,
replicators are taking on the Gould, trying to take over the entire galaxy. What are we going to do tonight, Pinky?
Try and take over the galaxy.
Because I lost where I was in my notes, and it's literally paragraph 1.
Welcome to today's day. Previously on Stargate, Teal'c does things.
So
and then we all say other things.
Yeah.
All the things that we know because we just did this last week.
Kaylee, leave that. Kaylee, thank you. The dog just literally picked up a piece of wood flooring. So that was fun.
Okay, cool. So I'll have an edit point there.
Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to start the whole previously on Stargate over because I botched that really good. Sorry, you put in your time things.
Okay.
I apologize.
Go.
Only a little bit. Previously on Stargate, replicators are taking on the Gould because the Gould, or the replicators, want to take over the whole galaxy now. And
they're super hungry. They're hungry replicators.
Hungry hippos. And Replicator brain probes Daniel. And the Jaffa lead an attack on their holy city of Takara. And Anubis is back and is giving Bel orders. And Takara is super important because apparently there's a weapon that can destroy everything in the universe, or at least the replicators.
In case you didn't remember from 7 days ago. Got it? We're good here?
Cool.
Got it. Bye.
So Jack fills Jacob and Sam in on the last FaceTime with Bel, and how there's a weapon there that can destroy all life. Oh yeah, Anubis is back.
Yeah. How powerful Anubis? A big powerful? Big powerful. Little powerful? Super powerful.
So Sam ponders that if Anubis really isn't like wholly human here,
sure,
and he's still ascended, ascended-ish, then the weapon may not affect him at all. So he would wipe out everything except for him, and he'll have no one to rule, but he's super patient, probably has like forever, so he can just build the whole empire over again in his image.
I mean, if you have ascended, even ish, your lifespan's already pretty fucking great.
Yeah. So the obvious part is that neither he, Anubis, or the replicators can get their hands on the weapon. Like let's just cross that off the list of possibilities. Fun fact though, no one has any clue where the weapon is. Just it's somewhere on Terra.
It exists. We know this much.
And it must be shielded because no one can sense it. So they can either just drop a bomb on the whole area.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the American way.
But odds are it's shielded, so a bomb's not going to do much.
Fair.
I mean, they could. I mean, Sam could probably figure out a way to blow the planet up.
It is Sam.
I mean, let's just call it option D for now.
Yeah. Option America. Let's just blow shit up.
Option America.
Or, to be fair, it's option Sam just as much.
It's just option Sam. Because, I mean, Sam the Eagle, it could still work.
I like it.
End credits.
Yay.
So, the two of them head to Takara. And man, do those two gliders you see in that map painting sound like TIE fighters or what?
Truth.
So Teal'c and the Jaffa didn't find the weapon while they were searching, but they did find this huge wall of ancient writing.
Yeah. Everyone on Takara. Everybody gather around.
Looks
Parties
like
at Takara.
The entrance to a dungeon.
Who would be super useful to have here? Maybe our translator of things.
They have his notes.
Yeah. Good thing. Do you think Daniel is a good note taker?
Nope.
That would be interesting to see. It's like, is it like having my notes? Because if you have my notes, it's like you have me. But is Daniel a little more scattery brain?
If you have my notes and can think like me, then you're good.
Then just set everything on fire because you're screwed. Or, you know what? Here's what Daniel is. Here's what I think. He's a note taker like there's a squeaky toy in the background. He's a note taker like a domestic partner boyfriend Jesse is.
Okay.
Where immaculate notes, the best notes, most thorough notes you've ever seen. No one can read the handwriting.
Is it because it has the teeniest, tiniest handwriting that you've ever seen in your whole life?
Littlest handwriting in the whole world. Like, I think he writes in cuneiform. I think it's just code. It's just coded symbols of language that are unlike any of the symbols we know in our language.
See, my problem is as we've sort of a little bit established on this program, I have that weird, not quite the creative quote unquote brain, and not quite the quote unquote science brain.
Yeah.
So in some ways they should be well organized. In other ways, it's like, don't even try.
Sure.
Because I'll write in big and in bubbles, and then I'll go and fill in all the spaces with other. It just don't.
It's just a smattering of things. No,
there's tangents upon tangents in my notes.
70% of my work is organization.
Yeah,
30% of it is actual work.
It's not. Nope.
No, like you don't even start until this is done.
I just had to try to explain to someone my After Effects expression logic. Have fun with that. So.
Everyone's in Takara, including Teal'c's guns.
Yes. So they have no Daniel, but they have his notes.
Yes.
And again, redundancy, people. Are you telling me
yes
that there is no one else at the SGC that is even like a step down in ancient reading and translation.
This is not the first time this comes up. We really should have more than one person who is thoroughly versed. I wonder if just no one else is as adept as Daniel. I'm sure he's tried to teach them.
It seems
it's like we're all wannabe dungeon masters, but none of us are more.
Other linguists and skilled translators in the world.
That's fair.
Get one of those among civilians.
We're
you do have Weir. You're not telling, but I mean, there's
only two.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Daniel. Maybe it's job security.
Dana just refuses to teach anymore.
Like, nope. Not going to teach anybody how to do these.
It's doing that like the really overwhelming teaching method.
Yeah, like sure, I'll show you.
Purposely scare people off.
Yep, yeah.
My gosh. Okay, so Teal'c leaves and heads up into orbit into the Peltac of one of the Rebel Jaffa motherships. They're planning their next move. No one can land on the same side of anything. On how to protect this place.
That's true. There's 3 voices and all of them conflicting.
Yes, because I think it's one of those where
actually 4 if you consider younger Jaffa guy.
Yeah,
brother.
I think it's one of those where everyone is talking and no one's actually listening to what the other person is saying. Like they're actually all trying to maybe do the same thing.
Yeah, they all want to make sure that their point is heard.
Yes.
Yikes.
But Ball is going well under the speed limit and trying to get to Dakara in order to secretly buy them some time to try and destroy the weapon. So Teal'c suggests hiding half the forces behind the moon. That's maybe not a moon. I mean, it is a moon.
That's no moon.
So they can try to flank and ambush Ball's forces. Aaron thinks this is madness.
Right.
And Teal'c points out that so too at one time
Aaron.
So too at one time was the very thought of their freedom.
This is the battle for the Jaffa fate.
Yeah, basically.
The Jaffate, if you will.
Jaffate.
Sorry, that's one I came up with last night. I'm an idiot.
The Jaffate. Wow. Yeah. So in Daniel's brain, in his brain tent.
Yeah, I love that he had that wardrobe adjustment into the blue.
Yeah,
because he looks good in that.
He does.
He's gone full adventurer.
Yeah.
Now, is that Sam's doing or his doing?
It's probably just a comfort spot for his own. Well, okay.
Yeah.
It might be partly Replicator. And the reason I say is because she's specifically trying to mine his knowledge of when he was ascended.
Yeah.
He's taking, because she said in the last episode that, this is where you woke up. This was your life right after you descended.
Right.
That trying to sort of put him in that really comfortable mindset. This is probably something he still finds really comfortable.
I just had a thought that blew up my whole brain.
Yeah.
So I have to share it.
Okay.
So basically she went into the video game, right? And she changed the background. She changed the setting of where it's going to take place. And then she went in and she changed the skin of what the character is wearing.
It's the Daniel skin.
Yeah. So she's like, no, it's Daniel Adventurer skin.
Yep.
So usually there's like Daniel SGC, Daniel weird, creepy, sleeps in a diagonal bed outfit. I thought of that one because Jesse's playing Spider-Man again, and Spider-Man's running around in his underwear because it's funny. Because he wears underwear.
Please tell me there's Spider-Man underoos.
There, I hope so.
Good.
Anyway, so basically, Replicator is in the Daniel video game, and she's skinning the Daniel, and she's trying to play the Daniel. But at the end, the Daniel takes over, and it's like, I know what you're doing. I am in charge now. So what if you were playing a video game, and then Nathan Drake on the video game was like, bitch, I'm in charge now, and then just started doing whatever it wanted on your screen. Brain broke. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an episode of Black Mirror.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
So
why video games are
Daniel wonders what Replicator will do to him now that she has all the info that she wants. Dropping off at Stargate would be super cool.
Yeah.
But no, she saw how much knowledge is still there in the locked off corners of his mind. And she can help him unlock the ancient knowledge that lies in there.
She's trying to turn him. It's almost like she's like, come to the dark side.
We have cookies.
Yes. I mean, really, she's, as opposed to just trying to scare him, she's at this point where she's now like, I'm going to appeal to you.
Yes.
Good. Let the hate flow through you.
Hate leads to suffering. So Daniel admits that does sound interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, she's an evil killing machine, so hard pass.
Yeah.
And he flinches in pain and flashes to Daniel being pulled away as he was attacked by Anubis while ascended. And he remembers that moment, I think, for the first time.
Yeah, it does. The reaction sounds like a guy who's not been through this before.
Yeah, because he doesn't remember anything while he was rescinded.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first, like, he didn't realize it was Oma that stopped him.
Yeah.
That it was Oma that did that, and the replicator knows that the way to defeat Anubis is in his head, and she will get it, and she's not done with him by a long shot.
No, she's getting into that marrow.
She's
like, look, I still have like a bone broth to make out of your brain. I ain't even done.
Nope. So Sam and Jacob are working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Paper taped all over.
Sure.
Daniel's strewn around, set up on the corners and everything.
They just need more coffee and junk
They
food.
do.
Yeah.
They do. And currently they have midday darkness is high in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it doesn't make sense, that's the words that it says. That's like when you run something through Google Translate.
And it's like, that can't be right.
Yeah. Context, people.
Yeah.
So neither does wind blows on the pillow or 3 days to the chicken.
By the way, 3 days to the chicken is my new phrase. I don't know what it means yet, but I feel like, oh man, he's 3 days to the chicken.
3 days. It's like 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
It's 3 days to the chicken.
I feel like, is it lack of sleep? Is it just someone a little dumb?
No, my favorite is that if you said that then to someone who was drunk, that's why.
Yeah.
It's because they have to stop and try to ponder what it means.
Yeah. It's 3 days to the chicken. You know what I'm going to do? Because you know how at work, there's always the mundane, like, hi, how are you? How was your weekend? Next time someone asks me how I'm doing, I was like, 3 days to the chicken. With a straight face.
Yes, I could not do that with a straight face.
Doing it.
I'm
doing it.
But it sounds like Jacob / Selmak is doing most of the translation work here, which makes sense. Selmak's smart. And they also can't find any organizing principles in Daniel's notes at all.
Sure. Sounds about right.
Sam knows that he has his own system. And
it works for him.
And it's just purely coherent is the way I want these notes to read.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where you always go back and say you're going to reorganize so that someone else can make sense of them. And you just kind of keep going. So they have to start working quicker.
Yeah.
Because Teal'c radio's down that Ball's fleet will be here within an hour.
Yeah. Yikes. I do like, this is the part where she's like, are you sure you're doing this right? To her dad?
Yeah.
Which we can't ignore that line because it's so good. Because I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
In fact, I've done that at work when someone's like, this isn't working. I'm like, let me try it. I never believe them.
No.
Until I try it myself, even though they said that they did exactly the thing. I think we all do that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, let me try it first.
Let me try.
But I love that move.
Yeah. So back in the mine tent, Replicator says, this would be much easier if you didn't resist. He's like, why? Yeah. In the whole wide world of things rational, insane, would I help you?
Yeah, this episode's all about like how to work with bad guys, a manual.
And she says that because deep in
the heart of Daniel. Deep in the heart of Daniel.
Sorry. He wants this knowledge as well. And he's like, yeah, I want it, but I mean, if I learned it, what good would it do? Because I'd pretty much get killed pretty instantly by you.
Yeesh.
And she's like, what if I promise not to kill you?
Jesus.
Because
You
that
know,
sounds trustworthy.
I feel like she should have just been like, what if I show you Sam's boobs?
And his boobs.
Because I bet Daniel would be like, I'm thinking about it. Think about it. It's completely guilt-free way to see Sam's boobs.
So here's the thing that I feel like that's already happened in the somehow camping off world, like down.
You think they're beyond that? They're just like
I don't think that she walks around topless or anything.
No, but
I think
it's like brother
changing,
sistery type thing.
Yeah,
now.
like it's changing backstage at the theater. Like
that's fair.
They're off world and they're camping. Like she'll turn around, but yeah, there's a side boob or something. Like
that's fair.
Like it's not like, again, walking around topless.
I mean, I would think twice. I'd be like, well, I bet they're glorious.
They probably are.
It's like she goes to show the boobs and it's just light.
It's just light.
It's like, oh.
It's just the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, now I think I'm just thinking about the men tapping boobs. So let's not think about this anymore. I'm uncomfortable. Sorry, guys.
So she tries to play the card that, really, I'm not any different than your Sam. My boobs are the same boobs.
I'm sorry I went there.
But
it's the wrong.
She is a replicator bent on galactic domination at the expense of all living things. So there is a balance. But she has Sam's thoughts, her memories,
her feelings,
emotions. She doesn't want to destroy Earth. I mean, she already could have. She's chosen not to. So what if she promises to leave Earth untouched and leave Daniel alive at the end of this?
That's a tough sell.
And he ponders. He's like, yeah, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best shots.
No, that's not.
Come
I don't
on
know
and
if
hit
you've
me with
met
the
me
best
before,
shots.
but I'm the Daniel who
hit me with your best shots. Fire away.
It's like I'm the Daniel who went to Abydos and just lived there.
Yeah.
Because all people are created equal on all planets.
Yeah. So at the temple wall,
back at the escape room,
Sam has a light bulb.
Back at the reverse escape room.
Yeah, the escape in.
The entrance room.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's stupid.
The break-in room.
Guys, I'm drunk.
So Sam has a light bulb. What if it's a code that can only be solved by someone who knows the language? Well, looking at the clipboard Jacob has upside down, she notices something. Darkness. You flip it over.
At the edge of town.
It says sun. Midday sun is high in the sky. Makes sense.
Yep.
Jacob's like, that's not what the wall says. She's like, think differently. Apple logo. So
right.
What if these circles in the wall are not just for design? And she goes up and she realizes that they rotate. So she
what if this is a pepperoni pizza?
That word upside down. And I'm assuming the same words are repeated many times, because if you just flip that whole big circle, then more than just that one word would flip over and it'd be a different place.
Yeah, I feel like if you step back, it's probably the same repeated sentences over and over.
Probably. I hope so. So there's 5 circles. It must be essentially like a combination lock of some kind.
Sure.
And they're
basically Sam's a puzzle expert.
They're so much closer to solving this D&D puzzle now.
Good job.
Ball FaceTimes into the rebel-controlled mothership and like, yo, surrender now or be destroyed. And Teal'c's like, yo, fuck you.
How about nah? There's nothing more disarming than a nah.
Nah.
My niece, I've learned that watching my niece, when my sister would like argue with her or like scold her, she would just go, nah.
Yeah, no.
Because she's a little butthole and I love her. The end. Nah.
Yeah. So Sam radios back to Jack on Earth. Not sure if bombing will do the trick yet, but she'll check in a few. So she rolls in a Naquita generator and starts unboxing it. Oh, wait, I skipped the part where it goes.
An earthquake?
Yeah. I literally just skipped that sentence that back
she
at the puzzle wall.
Earth
move under her feet to feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down.
Okay, that's our Carole King imitation for the day. Well done.
That makes it much harder to even pretend to be in tune when you can't hear the other person.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so bad.
So back at the puzzle wall, Sam and Jacob win. And the ground starts shaking, the wall rises, all of Daniel's books fall, and inside the device looks identical to the one from Window of Opportunity.
Yay.
Next puzzle in this tiny dungeon crawl.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she radios Earth. So she rolls in the neck with a generator and starts unboxing it as Jacob goes touching things and brings up the computer screen with ancient matrix code.
Super cool. Easy times, no problems, all the time.
I mean, he's able to read that fairly easily. And apparently it is a weapon that uses an energy wave to reduce all matter to its basic building blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't destroy a whole planet, but it can destroy everything on the planet. It's like a reverse Genesis device from Star Trek.
Ooh. That's just, I'm just thinking of how creepy that is.
Yeah, it's bad.
Let's just blow the whole everything.
Yep.
It's a reset button for the planet.
It's
Nobody
like
tell Earth about it. She might use it.
It's a double snap.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was like, fuck these humans.
One snap is just half.
Double snap.
So it's a double snap.
2 snaps.
Actually, I guess 2 snaps would be a quarter. A left.
So how many snaps? You just have to snap forever.
You do, because you're going to get down to like only 2 people at some point.
At some point, then a just knife comes out of the sky and like kills the last. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, basically.
I'm done snapping.
So it actually sounds a lot like how the replicator disruptor works. I mean, they're both ancient designs.
Sure.
So, and they wonder for a moment, and they ponder, and they wonder, and they go, what if this thing could be modified to only work on replicators?
Okay, so let's take a minute here. I want to talk about how this is really cool. It's a great idea. But think about how creepy that is. So to design a weapon that specifically just erases a race.
Yes.
Just one, and you can tell it which one. Now, I know we're dealing with bad guys. I know we're dealing with replicators.
Yes.
But just think of that in real life terms. Like, how fucking twisted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like that's way worse than just wiping out an entire surface of a planet.
Yes.
Yeah.
To selectively be like, no more of this.
Because that's one of those things where in the wrong hands.
So I remember Mr. Hitler. But that's fine. We're not going to talk about it.
No. Replicators, there's all bad.
Yeah.
Because they have a hive mind.
Yeah. So we don't want to think about that too long.
There's no hue of Borg among the replicators.
Sure. We're not going to think about it too long. It's absolutely the right move here.
That's way too dark and like contemplative theoretical for this podcast.
I swear I'm not stoned. I swear. Okay, all done.
So Sam radios up to Teal'c in orbit, passing along that they might have a lead to destroy the replicators. They're going to need some more time to see if it can, work. And if things get bad, we can still blow it up and leave. So there's backup plan. Mm-hmm. That's backup plan C. D is still blow up the whole planet.
You've got like 7,000 plans.
Listen, you should.
Yeah.
You should. So things are about to get dramatic pause. Bad.
Bum, bum, bum.
Since Bell's fleet is there and moving into attack formation.
Yike.
I just had to point out that as we said dramatic pause, bad, the dog woke up from her nap and looked at us.
Yes.
Before falling back asleep.
She's like, what the hell are you even talking about? Is it time for a red alert bark?
So Jacob and Sam are hard at work trying to patch the device. Mm-hmm. Sam reminds them it may not be possible. Mm-hmm. Jacob's like, there's our red alarm bark.
Yep.
Kaylee Thor, come here. Come here. Kaylee Thor. I know. You're done. You good? Okay. So Jacob and Sam are hard at work trying to patch the device. Sam reminds them, this could not be possible. Like, there's that. And Jacob's like, come on. I mean, it can't be harder than blowing up a sun.
Yeah, right? I mean, you've done this all before.
You blow up one sun, everyone expects you to walk on water.
Just all of the sun blowing, all of the miracles forever and ever, the rest of your life. That's why I never did well on any of my papers, because then everybody would always want me to get A's.
And that's when they get it patched in, and Sam's like, okay, so next up, parting the Red Sea. So in orbit, shit is going down.
Sure.
The Teal'c ship already, the shields are down to 50%, and Braytek signals the other half of the fleet to come out and flank them.
Yep. Because, you know, you can roll with advantage for flanking.
Yep, you can. You can. So on Ball's ship, a Jaffa notices the rebels are retreating because Braytek and Teal'c ordered the ship to their ships to retreat while they called the other ones forward. And the planet is theirs, the Jaffa say. And Ball's like, don't.
Too easy.
Don't just land on the planet yet.
Yeah.
Go after the traitors in orbit. We'll take the temple later. It's there. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't have legs. And the Jaffa are like side-eyeing this and very confused because they're
like,
not.
What are you even doing?
Realizing the Ball is stalling for time.
Yep.
In the weapon chamber, in the button room, they find what reads as the frequency spectrum of the wave, the disintegration ray, basically. The ray gun, the ray bubble. It doesn't look like the spectrum of the replicator disruptor. So they have to try to make them to match. First of all, I've also never seen spectrum displayed that way before. That's fine.
Fair.
And they have these little buttons on the device. And so it's like you press it and it's seemingly random results. Like there doesn't seem to be any logic.
No, you're just kind of pushing all the buttons to see if they'll even out.
It's a button smasher game.
It's like a reverse don't break the ice puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like break all of the ice, but at exactly the same time.
Sam is going to run a program to help, compare them, see how they get close.
Yeah.
The second problem they have is if they want to adapt the disruptor tech, like, that's fine, they can do that, but the replicators adapt to it so quickly that they're really only going to get one planet cleared.
Replicators.
I know. So somehow they're going to have to try to send this to everywhere in the galaxy at once. Which the weapon is not designed to do.
Yikes.
What if they can dial every Stargate in the galaxy at once?
They're like, stay with me. I've got a telemarketer's wet dream coming up.
Selmak pops in just to say, I don't think the Stargate can do that.
You don't know everything. We're not here looking for negatives. Everything's a good idea when you're brainstorming. And
Sam, sadly, doesn't want to admit it. May know someone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who can help.
His name rhymes with fall.
His name rhymes with penis. Never mind. That
kidding.
Doesn't work. That doesn't work. So she radios up to Teal'c, and Teal'c is going, are you fucking serious?
Ooh, the amount of just pride that he had to swallow, or just everything that he just had to go above and beyond to allow this to happen.
And she doesn't like it any more than he does. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Teal'c hates it more than you do. But there's not really many other options.
Right.
And they're never going to have a chance like this again. So Teal'c
prioritize our enemies.
Opens a channel to Ball, who assumes Teal'c is calling to surrender. He's like, no,
fuck off.
I wanted to tell you that we found the ancient weapon and we don't want to destroy it. We want to destroy the replicators for good. In Daniel's brain tent, Daniel is seeing...
It's like pants tent, only less sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Daniel is seeing all the knowledge the replicator is bringing forth.
Yeah. They talk about storage limits and CPU usage.
They do.
Yeah.
It's more than any, he can't understand it. It's more than humans could process. And Replicator's like, good thing I'm not human.
Yeah.
Fuck off. And she's sharing all of the knowledge with her brethren now.
Gross.
Ball holograms his way into the weapons chamber.
I really wanted him to hologram in wearing a lab coat. Full on scientist. Full Bill Nye status.
Ball Nye, the science guy.
Ball, ball. This is awful.
Arrogance is a property of gold.
Yay!
Ball Nye the Science.
He's got a little bow tie on. And we're back.
Oh God.
This is why I don't
almost why I want to name the episode, aka
Ball Nye the Science Guy. It's happening now.
So they're pretty sure they don't need his help to get the weapon to work against replicators. They have that part down. We can see on the screen they're all on their way to doing it, right? It needs to be within 0.76% of each other, the difference, and right now it's at 38%. What they need Belle's help for is the whole dialing every Stargate in the galaxy at once deal.
Sure. Yeah.
And she's like, you did that earlier when you were disseminating the dialing program virus back, I think, last season.
Yeah.
He's like,
remember that time you were a dickhole?
He's like, you planted the virus first.
Yeah.
Seems like, look. Oh, we're not denying we hate each other's.
Let's not talk about
fundamental principles.
First. Yeah.
Just can you do it is all I need to know.
Sure.
And he looks in disdain at these two people he used to work with. And Sam forcibly tells him that if one Jaffa lands on the surface, this deal is off. You get to hologram here. You get to tell me what to do.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, you have to work with a girl.
And a Topra.
I feel like I don't know which one of them is like eating more crow. Is it Ball? Is it Teal'c? Is it? I don't think it's Sam. It might be Selmak. Like which one of those three is like?
Well, see, here's the only reason I count Teal'c out of that is because Teal'c does not have to directly work with Ball.
That's true. Yeah. So I feel like Sam's enjoying it.
I have a hunch it's Selmak.
Yeah.
I do really think it's Selmak.
Well, because not only does he have to deal with Ball, Jacob has to deal with Sam being a little bit smarter than him.
So, I personally do not think that Jacob ever did not think that Sam was smarter than him.
Sure. That's fair. But I think his competitive brain does kick in.
That part,
so
yes.
It's not like I don't want my daughter to be smarter than me. It's like, damn it, she is smart. You know what I mean? Like he's proud of her, but he's still in competitive mode, if that makes sense.
So back on Earth, that planet we forgot about for most of this episode.
Yeah.
Alarms are going off.
Yep.
Off-world activation. There's a radio signal that has a really weird sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
And all the monitors then in the control room freak out. Because the system's being, I just thought, freak out. So chic.
It is the all musical, weird things words. Okay, I'm done. Gotta go, bye.
I love how the description of that was more awkward than me breaking out.
Got a blast.
Anyway, the SGC system is being hacked, and the iris is forced open.
Yeah.
And out of the Stargate, poor replicators.
Dun, dun, dun.
The SFs open fire. Jack orders them out, and
the SGC is 3 days to the chicken.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here.
So, Jack initiates base lockdown, emergency evacuation, self-destruct protocol. Everyone is making their way out via ladders and escape hatches. Jack is surveying all of this, making sure everyone gets out.
Mm-hmm.
And also while lamenting, it's happening on his watch a little bit, I think.
So here's my question. Is this considered a foothold situation?
Yeah.
So now this is far more severe. So is it a feet hold situation? Or does it become a leg hold situation? Or my favorite, is it a butt hold situation?
I think it's just a bug hold situation.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. So Reynolds tells them that the bugs have cut them off from the self-destruct.
Okay.
They were too fast. And Jack is adamant
too furious
that they cannot get out of this mountain. But it's to the point, at this point, it's like a race.
Yeah.
Because at some point, they will overwrite the security system. They will get past it.
Yeah. It's just time.
So Jack just wants to make sure everyone gets out, and then they'll just drop a nuke down here.
I love that answer. We'll just toss a little nuke.
We'll just toss a nuke.
One. You know, like your travel nuke that you carry in your purse.
It'll at least slow them down.
Yikes.
When in doubt, nuke it.
I do love how prepared Jack is to make this call.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like once that happened on Hammond's watch,
yeah,
I think he went through the situation in his head. Like, what do I do when this happens? What do I do when this happens? So he's just in full. It's like when you when we're little in California, you're taught like to duck and cover.
Yeah.
If earthquake comes, you duck and cover, you duck and cover,
we're taught the same thing for tornadoes.
Right,
Slightly
right.
different circumstance.
So he's got into full like, okay, it's here. Let's just do the things that we're supposed to do. Like the way he approaches it is very much like, I'm not even thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the thing that I know I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So back in Daniel's brain tent, he sees Replicator is getting overwhelmed. It's too much.
Yeah.
And she can process it quick enough, but Daniel knows it's not like it's not memorizing the encyclopedia.
Sure.
Like it's understanding it, and it's at a level that the bugs will never be able to, because they are deep down machines.
She's trying to cram right before the exam on concepts she's never even known about.
And Replicator points out that humans, arguably accurate, are also machines.
Yeah, we're all machines.
Just a weaker construction.
I would disagree. This all made me think of friend Amanda, because if there's no one more obsessed with the fact that we are just chemicals floating in bags of skin. It's probably one of my favorite of her phrases, and if she's listening, this one is for you, friend Amanda. We're just chemicals in bags of skin.
Well, that's still a type of machine, though.
Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. Like, it's just we are just these weird organic machines.
Yep. Although Daniel says, well, to be fair, I think Daniel's disagreeing the weaker construction part, not the machine part.
Oh, sure.
Because he goes, "We'll see."
Bum, bum, bum.
So Jack is now stalking through the hallways of the base, geared up, lights are out, Walter radios in. I don't know what it just said, but it was Walter that radios in.
Sure.
Telling if the president has given the okay for a 10 kiloton nuke, which just to scale it for you, is like half-ish the size of the ones used in World War II.
Super cool. Got it.
Also, the state of emergency is being issued, and a 200 square mile radius around the mountain is being evacuated.
Holy fuck.
And there's a chopper waiting for them at the surface.
Imagine if you've lived this close to a base, and then all of a sudden they're like, everybody's got to go.
Because NORAD's there.
The shit is hitting the fan.
Because NORAD is there. Let alone other weird secret shit.
Yep.
So Reynolds then tells him another problem. There's 6 people trapped on level 8. And somehow Jack's like, it's Siler, isn't it?
Oh, Siler. It's always Siler.
It's always Siler.
He's our damsel in distress too often.
So you get for being the stunt guy.
Aww.
So back in Daniel's brain tent, Daniel knows Replicator lied to him. He knows the replicators are infiltrating the SGC right now. And fun fact, while Replicator was in his mind, Daniel was in hers.
Dun, dun, dun.
She was distracted, and some of that ancient knowledge helped. So thanks for that.
She just went, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say, that's something that sticks to you.
She tries to play the intimidation game, but loses.
Yeah.
And he's able to grab and hold her wrist and can't leave. And he's like, it's a little more time in Danny's world.
Yeah, which is a little creepy.
I just thought of Bobby's world.
Da, 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 na, 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 na.
By the way, did you see that there's a Rocko's Modern Life movie on Netflix right now?
No.
Like a current one. Like, takes place now.
I will watch that.
Rocko's Modern Life. Probably my favorite of the Nicktoons.
When my brother was little, he would become a puppy. And the puppy's name was Spunky.
Can I just say I love that there's no context to that, and it makes me very happy.
Well, it's like nobody else seemed to understand.
Yeah.
And he could not respond to the name Danny because he was a puppy.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, Spunky, come on, let's go. And it would be fine. And my mom would just be like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, you clearly don't understand that he's now a puppy. But he would just do this thing where he would just become a puppy.
I mean, I wish I could do that now.
And respond in arf.
Like, Kaylee has the greatest life ever.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to become a puppy every now and then.
Every once in a while, just in the evening, I'm just going to be on the couch and I'm now a puppy.
Yeah. And yeah.
Just scritch me right behind the ears.
Only speak in like growls and yips.
Oh, well, see, that's just me before coffee in the morning.
Sounds about right.
Just scritch me right behind the ear.
Yeah.
I'm good. Just give me pets.
I like it.
So she tries to play the intimidation game.
No, we're past that.
She botches the it's
okay. We're back into Terra.
No, not yet. Oh, okay. Not yet. Because she tells him that the replicators won't stop. That Daniel can't control all of them.
Stop the beat.
You can't stop the motion of the ocean
of the replicator.
And Daniel's like, not yet, but I'm learning.
Record scratch.
He has a lot of good, like, dun 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 lines in this.
He's got good action, 90s action movie, like Schwarzenegger style lines.
Yeah. For a plot that has him standing in one place for 80% of it.
It's good. Well, something's got to carry it.
So back in Takara, they have the difference down to 8%, so closer, getting there. Sam runs in the DHD. I love how my favorite part, and I know we have so many goddamn plot lines, and there's only so many minutes this could be.
Sure.
But we had the biggest problem was how to dial out to all the gates. And this was the thing that we had to get Ball on our side. And they did that entire plot line off screen.
They're like, we're not going to think about this one too hard because nobody really knows how the fuck we would do that. So we're not going to do it. Okay, bye.
Because now the DHD is ready to dial all the gates in the galaxy at the push of a button.
They just, you know what you do? You take one of those stupid telemarketer things, those machines, like in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And then you just set it to dial gates.
Yep.
The end.
And then Ball just holographs back into the room. And
super normal.
And like, I'm awesome. How dare you doubt me? Of course I got it to work without being there.
He's like, what can I say except you're welcome? Okay, I'm done. I don't know why we're singing this much today.
I mean,
I think we're just in good moods.
Yeah, probably.
We'll take it.
So Jacob's like, why is he still here? And Sam's like, I mean, you asked him to leave. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it? And Ball points to one of the buttons to press. He's like, that one. I'm a god, and God we're all knowing. I want someone to like Hulk Loki punch him there.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Jacob eye rolls the hardest he's ever eye rolled in his entire life.
Vomited in his mouth a little.
Probably.
Yeah.
To Jacob and Selmak, this is the last straw. He cannot work this way. But he presses it anyway, and it goes down to 4%. He's like, lucky guess. Nice. So back at the FCC, Jack and Reynolds and some other SFs make it to the blast door that Siler's behind, and Reynolds attaches some C4 to it. And Jack's like, more. It's called a blast door.
I do love this. Like, it's just some Jack comic relief for a minute.
Yeah, blast door. And Siler and his men hide behind a table. Not like hide in the far corner of the room. They don't push the table like back. They just put a table
right
up.
in the middle of the room. Super safe.
They blow it and it goes big bada boom. And there's a nice shrapnel piece right at the table where Siler was.
Yep.
So they make it out, and Jack expects to be put in Siler's will for this. And we learn that he's already in Siler's will.
Okay, let's think about
which Jack finds weird. What is Jack getting in Siler's will?
Yep. We got to discuss this. So we know they have a shared love for The Simpsons.
I was kind of assuming it was his entire box collection of The Simpsons.
Because either way, they both have a dual set if one of them dies.
Yeah.
Or maybe Siler's got like some really cool accessories. Like he's got the Simpsons arcade game.
Pinball?
The pinball game would be good too.
Yeah.
I would do anything to play that Simpsons arcade game right now.
He has like something autographed by Matt Groening.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Or Dan Castellaneta.
I mean, could be.
It's not like we don't have access to them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's something definitely Simpsons related.
100%.
Yeah.
But they don't make it far as they run before they find some bugs and have to open fire.
Yay.
In orbit around Takara, there is a ton more ships coming out of orbit, firing on Ball's forces. And Teal'c knows that these are the replicator-controlled Gould ships. The things start flying quickly here, so bear with me. In the weapons chamber, Ball is still helping. I put in extra quotation marks. Helping.
Helping.
Oops, I am sorry if you heard that in the mic.
That's pretty loud, but are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just banged my ring on it.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna edit that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and redo that one.
Stupid keyboard. 55. I'll just go.
Okay.
I'll find it.
So in the weapons chamber, Ball is still helping in quotation marks.
Yeah. Super.
Helping.
Yeah.
But takes the number back up instead of going lower. And Jacob, like, I love that Jacob's like, I'm Ball. I'm all knowing.
I'm a big dum-dum.
But Ball has to go, not from being teased.
Yeah.
But because his
I'm
ship
not
is under
crying.
attack.
I have to go. I have allergies.
At the SGC, the replicators see the escape hatch, and Jack and his men are running low on ammo, so they fall back. Teal'c orders all the Jaffa-controlled ships to fire on the replicators because he has the correct logic. They can't just let the two sides go at it because their priority is number one priority is preventing the replicators from getting that weapon.
Yeah, let them go at it, but maybe aid one side a little. I'm
just more of, can we just imagine the fact that there is a three-way battle going on in orbit, all with the same ship?
Yeah. That's gotta be. How do you know what your team is?
Large logos on the side.
Yeah.
Shirts versus skins.
One of them, they're wearing the yellow jerseys.
Yeah.
From like a PE class. Yikes. Oh yeah. How do you tell them apart? You would think maybe the Rebel Jaffa.
I mean, they're going all off like computer screens. So I'm assuming they have like sensor trackers on them.
I feel like if I were a Rebel Jaffa, though, I'd be like, I would have already done some work to modify the look of my ship.
Who knows?
Just to make it cooler.
On Earth, Jack tells Walter that they're having a hard time getting out of the bunker of the SGC. So tell Hammond that the moment he can pull the trigger on the new words mean we're gonna die here.
Yep. Don't think about it. Just go.
Jack says those bugs went up the escape hatch, and all they want to do is get off the base into the surface. So they might be distracted from that other way to get off the base.
Yep. Yikes.
So in the weapons room, in the button room, Ball did help them get to 1.32%.
Yep.
And his ship is heavily damaged. He can't maintain his hologram. Sam thanks him for his help. He has to dig down real deep into that crevice that a soul would be to actually tell them good luck.
Oh, yike.
And after he's gone, Jacob's like, that was creepy.
That was really weird.
That doesn't feel good.
I don't want to be part of this anymore. I feel dirty.
So on Earth, they make their way to control room. They don't see any bugs. They're going half speed, keeping their stealth rolls high.
Yep.
A few replicators they see got into the control room and are quickly blown to pieces. And Siler gets the computer, starts getting to work, getting the lights on the base, the blast door to the gate open.
Yep.
He's working on getting the dialing computer up, and they have 10 minutes till detonation of the nuke.
Yikes.
In the hallways, we see through Replivision some bugs sneaking up. And Reynolds goes to help the SFs outside as gunfire erupts.
All the fighting everywhere.
In orbit around Takara, Teal'c's ship is not in good shape. And on Earth, they're losing the battle in the hallway.
All the fighting everywhere.
Jack even heads out to join the last stand. To join the last stand while Siler works.
It goes like this. All the fighting everywhere.
I was trying to make somehow single ladies work.
All the fighting.
All the replicators. All the replicators. All the replicators.
And put your guns up. Okay, we're done.
So a giant bug replicator ship lands inside the temple on Takara.
In case things weren't scary enough.
As Jacob and Sam get the variable down to 0.98% and gunfire breaks up behind them.
Damn it.
Jacob just needs a little more time. He is so close. Sam is not sure how much time they can give him at this point, and she heads out to the hallway as the replicator bugs pour down the stairs.
Yeah.
At the same time, they're swarming the SGC, and Jack yells to Siler, and Siler's like, I'm doing the best I can. I cannot change the laws of physics, Captain.
It's all I can do.
In Daniel's brain tent, they both stand there, eyes closed, fighting in their minds, and Daniel has it.
Yay!
In the SGC, we see the bugs stop. That's odd, Jack says,
Don't
as they
question it.
continue to fire on the frozen bugs, as you should.
Quick, the wizard gave you like a one chance. He stunned them.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Slow spell.
Yeah.
In orbit, Aaron announced that all the replicator ships have stopped.
Cool.
And Teal'c radios down. Sam? Did you do that?
No.
And she's like, no. From her perspective, all the bugs have stopped, including the one that just falls off the wall.
I hope it dies just by falling, because it's dumb.
Jacob is almost there. It's the few minutes that he needed. And with Daniel, he's struggling to keep control of all the replicators. There's so many. And she finally pulls her hand.
You know what it is? It's not a slow spell. It's a control replicator spell.
It is. It's a control beast.
Yeah.
With a very high level. Yeah. And she pulls her hand away from him, and they morph out of his brain back into the replicator ship.
Yeah.
You're cheering now.
I know what happens. I'm trying to...
Replicator forms her hand into the T-1000 sword.
No!
And drives it into Daniel. In one side up, it's a Daniel kebab.
Nope.
And his eyes go wide.
Nope.
Back on Earth, the bugs start moving again.
Nope.
Same with on Takara. But this time, Jacob reaches 0.76%. And Jacob presses the dial button. And from the top of the temple, it opens like a flower hinge as the Stargate dials. The planet shakes, and we
like
see a whole
corpse plant.
It is
smelliness.
And we see a whole series of Stargates on planets we visited over the past 8 seasons, all whooshing at the same time, including Earth. Siler's like, I didn't do that, did I?
Yes, it was all you, Siler.
On the replicator ship, we see Daniel falling against the wall, blood coming from his mouth. When replicator
None of that's happening.
Senses a disturbance in the force.
No.
The weapon powers up on the Takara surface. On Teal'c's ship, Aaron tells him that one more hit and they're going to be destroyed. And Teal'c prepares for the end in a glorious hero shot. And then we have a hero shot of Sam firing her gun in slow motion. And then we have a same shot with Jack with slow motion firing. And then we have a shot of Daniel's eyes closing.
It's something unpredictable.
As he dies.
No, he doesn't. But in the end, it was right.
When a huge energy burst erupts from the weapon and shockwaves instantly disintegrate the giant bug-shaped planet ship on the surface.
Daniel is totally alive.
All of the replicators on the ship in orbit just collapse and disintegrate.
He is our hero.
We see it pass through the Stargate on Earth, the wave destroying all of the bugs there in the hallway with Jack, and all the men there watch a bit confused.
Yep.
And we see it pass through Replicator's ship, instantly destroying it as it feeds down the ship. And we see Replicator's eyes go wide as she's a bright light in front of her before she's gone.
Daniel wins.
How did Daniel win?
Because all the replicators are dead and he's not dead.
Okay, where is he then?
He's floating.
Okay.
Somewhere, and then Thor's going to pick him up.
Okay.
The end.
Okay. So Sam and the Jaffa put down their weapons. She checks on Jacob, and he looks tired.
Sure.
Not quite sure what exactly happened. He may have, Selmak took over and brain wiped him or something. Who knows? But he did it. I mean, Selmak deserves most, if not some, of the credits. On Baal's mothership, he orders his Jaffa to take over the now empty motherships. Just claim them back for Baal.
Yeah, just when you almost thought that you were like, hey, Baal's
No, let's not even pretend that.
Ball's almost a person.
No.
He's not.
Teal'c FaceTimes and tells him to surrender now, and he'll be granted mercy. Ball's like, bro, please.
You've been ball-boozled.
I have the higher ground.
Yeah,
he's like, actually, no. The call is coming from inside the house. I'm not here, but all of my people are. And you are surrounded by Free Jaffa.
Yes.
And Braytak and the rebels just swarm and take over the Peltak and the ship.
We're already here.
And Braytak's like, behold your false god. And to all the loyal Jaffa still in the room. And Ball just evil laughs and bamfs away.
Mother.
As all of the rebels open fire with their P90s and him, but he's gone. And as the dust settles back at the SGC, Jack and Sam have a walk and talk.
Well, the dust isn't unsettling, though, because we haven't found a Daniel.
According to Teal'c, even if Ball got away, the fact that he ran like a coward has apparently been convincing Jaffa all over the galaxy. It's been that was the turning point in the rebellion that they were looking for. Viva la revolution.
Revolution?
Viva la
revolution.
Thank you. I can't say revolution somehow today.
You tried to say revolution.
Maybe.
And then you got stuck.
I'm
reading your brain.
Yeah, thank you. Jack calls out.
Viva la replications.
Thank you.
It's like a replicator execution.
The
See?
Gouldalution.
Jaffalution?
Viva la Jaffalution.
I mean, we were talking about the Jaffater.
The Jaffalution.
Okay,
we're done. They get to Jack's office, and it's looking more and more likely that Jaffa will win their freedom. And Sam did hear from Thor.
Yep.
So good news. He sends congratulations and is going to stop by for a visit once his consciousness is downloaded from his ship into a new clone body.
Sure. And then he saves Daniel.
That's a sentence that exists in this world.
Yeah. And
they ponder. You notice how the bugs just kind of stopped for a second there, right? And,
yeah.
And like it actually kind of saved the galaxy because that was the few moments that Jacob needed to get down to the right.
I mean, frequency. Daniel saved the whole galaxy.
They do wonder if Daniel had something to do with that.
Yep. Why aren't we more concerned about saving a Daniel?
And if he was on the ship when the wave got to it, and Jack interrupts her because they don't know anything. And with nothing else, Sam leaves. And before Jack can get much more work done, he just looks off, pondering.
No.
He's not pondering?
No.
Okay.
He knows exactly that Daniel is fine.
Okay.
Like all of us do.
Okay.
Because Daniel is fine.
Okay.
I refuse to believe otherwise. I'm in denial, and I'm going to live here for a solid, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, we have 2 episodes Atlantis.
No, I can't do
it. 2 weeks.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're fine.
We're going to be okay.
Yep. So the next episode we're going to watch is The Brotherhood, starting in Atlantis. After that is going to be Letters from Pegasus, which I absolutely adore and you're going to love too. But
okay. And then Daniel will be fine, and then everything will be fine, and then everything's fine.
I mean, are you guys going to tell her, or should I?
Everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're killing the replicators. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to believe that this is it. I'm just not ready.
Okay.
So I won't yet.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
It's fine.
This is the hill that I'm gonna die on for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
I love you all.
It's fine.
It's not God.
That's fine. Anything else?
I'm not ready to rank this until I know how it goes.
Okay. I do. This 2-parter, I definitely think will be on my list. We've had a number of weeks of where it hasn't been episodes that haven't quite made the list. This one I definitely think is because, this is one of those, we talked about last week about this is the worst episode for someone who's never watched Stargate to watch.
Sure, yeah.
Because this really is, look at the journey that the we've been on not just with the replicators,
well, not only
but with the Jaffa rebellion.
Plus, we're reintroducing Anubis, who's been here since season 1.
Oh, yeah, so he wasn't here season 1.
Oh, no, you're right. It's not season 1.
Yeah.
But he's been here for a
long
while.
time. Yeah.
It's a good episode. It's probably going to be at the top of my rankings. I'm just not ready.
That's fine.
I'm not ready to accept that it's done.
Okay.
So I can't. Purely for those reasons.
Drinking my drink.
I'm going to drink more drinks today, and then I'm going to mourn the fact that Daniel is missing. I'm going to need to see a body before I'm willing to confirm that he's gone.
I mean, did we have a body?
No cares.
Okay, it's fine.
No cares.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, we did have a body last time.
I thought the body went away.
Well, I mean, but we had it, and we saw that it was dead.
Okay.
I'm going to need someone to check a pulse.
Okay.
I don't feel good.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get there.
Find us on Twitter at Terra Pod.
Find us on Facebook at There's No Place Like Terra.
Email us at There's No Place Like Terra at gmail.com.
Also email us at isdanieldead.com.
I don't.
You find us at Patreon at patreon.com/There's No Place Like Terra.
Like us, rate us, review us on Apple Podcasts.
I'm going to have to console Grace after this episode.
This is fine.
And she has to wait a couple weeks.
Everything is fine.
Before we get to it.
We love you guys.
But guys, the next episode.
You know what this feels like?
Yeah.
Like sometimes Jesse and I will have a fight. And then but then I have to leave to work. So I go, I love you. Bye. That's what this episode is today.
Guys, just remember how good the next episode of SG1 is. That's all I'm going to say.
I love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Wait, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end there. Okay.